Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since you've seen me on the channel. I have been very busy and I've had a lot going on. A lot has changed in my life, but I got a good video this time. Oops, I almost dropped water all over the floor and I almost did it again. So, those of you who have been following me and my brother for some time now, y'all would know I just finished my first year of college, and it is crazy to say the least, especially with this pandemic that's going on. But I learned a few things along the way, so I'm gonna share them with you right now. So let's get to it.
Niggas on Instagram like, damn, I need to call her. That body was perfect in my eyes. No matter what they say, everything looking just right.
So basically, this video is gonna be how to finesse your way through college. Like, no joke. I am technically supposed to graduate in 2023, but I'm graduating a whole year early, so if you want to do the same, keep watching this video. This is for you. However, if you want to do this, you need to understand a few things, and I have all my stuff written down. This video is going to be to show you how to get through college quick and effectively, and I do not recommend watching this video if you are settled on going to medical school, or you just have a certain career path that requires you to take a certain amount of education. Like, there's no getting around that. However, if you're not one of those people, you need to understand that your degree does not matter. Like, a large majority of people study something in college, major something in college, and don't even work in that field that they were studying for. So keep that in mind. So I know you hear people like, oh, I'm changing my major. That does not really matter. In fact, it can hurt you more than it can help you. Here's one thing that's probably gonna be very controversial, but it's the truth. You need to use your degree as your backup plan. Yes, I know your parents are gonna tell you that you want a steady career, that you need to do X, Y, and Z to be successful in life. But let me tell you something. You do not need college to be successful. You need college to be your backup plan, okay? The big point of me wanting to get through college fast is so that I can go out and live my life, start, generating money and like being able to invest and stuff. You want to be able to put yourself in the best possible position out of college so that you can invest your money and grow it. You want the ultimate goal of life after school is to make your money work for you. And the sad thing is, college doesn't teach you that, so I'm here to tell you that. And if you want more information on that before continuing this video or after this video, I recommend you go read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I will link the book below. It will change your mind and perspective on school and your life in general. I still recommend going to college though, because like I said, it's your backup plan. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get to the main point of the video. So my first tip to y'all is find the right college. And I've been asked via social media, because I did ask some questions from y'all that you guys had, and one of them was, how do you find the right college? So here's my answer to that. You need to know before you start looking for colleges what you want to major in. So I already had experience with architecture because of my high school, and because I was involved in this project called Big Heroes Tiny Homes, which if you haven't, you should go watch the video I made for that. It's really cool, really inspiring. But anyways, so yeah, make sure you know what you want to major in. And my tips for, your major and all that is, once you have a general idea of what you want to do. So I'm going to use myself as an example. I knew it had to be something in architecture. I went and I looked at all the universities in my state that offered architecture majors, and I went through all the majors that they had within the College of Architecture, and then I found A&M and I was satisfied with what they had to offer. I'm an urban and regional planning major, so yeah. And I think the next big thing for me for picking a college was to visit. I visited all the campuses that I thought were gonna be potential universities I could have chosen. I know this is gonna sound so cliche and so weird, but you feel it. Like when you step foot on the campus that you choose, you're gonna feel a sense of belonging and like you're gonna feel home. So that's just my biggest thing. I do not recommend just deciding on the college and going without visiting it first. Like go visit the school, see like what your surroundings are gonna be like, and that's gonna make your time much easier. It's gonna be easier for you to acclimate and like, you know, just feel comfortable, especially with such a huge transition if you're not going to be living home with your parents anymore. Tip number 2 is picking your major. So kind of ties into the first one. So how do you pick a major? Like what goes into it? My thing is I know a lot of people don't exactly know what they want to do when it comes time to picking a college, picking a major and all that. But I suggest that if you do not know that, or even if you do know that, this can go both ways. Google your majors and like all the options that you have available. Google what type of jobs you can get with that major, and then look up how much money you can make with the jobs that you can get with that major. So kind of plan out your future. See what options you have available to you based on that major, because you're investing money, you're investing time, and you're investing all your effort. Because remember, this is your fallback plan after college, and you want to make sure it's reliable. You don't want to go through college only to find out that you can't get a job that pays you over 50K or 70K, whatever seems good enough for you. Like you want to make sure that you cover all your bases, so make sure you're researching all that before you decide on a major and a college. Make sure you can find the most effective way towards your goal. So for me, I wanted to do something in architecture. I made sure I Googled all of the majors available to me based on my top 3 choices of colleges, and I found urban and regional planning. And that for me was like perfect because it got me into the College of Architecture. I'm doing what I love, and it's pretty easy. Now, I'm not saying go to college just to get in and out, but like go to college to get in and out with something that's going to be effective. So you want to find something, a major that's going to truly benefit you and going to go along with your life plans. Like don't go to college and just pick a kinesiology major, you know? Like pick something that's going to actually do something for you in the future, and that's going to be easy. Easy way out is the key when it comes to college. So if you want to do architecture like myself, pick the easiest major you can within the college. And the way you can figure out what the easiest one is you can go look at the course list that they have on their website for each major and like kind of get an idea of what classes you're going to take. Like me, I only ever have to take 2 math classes in my entire college career. So like you can go look at all this information before you make your final decision, so that you don't get there and realize how hard it is and have to decide to change your major once you've already done a year or 2 of college. Okay, my 3rd tip is enrolling for your classes. So again, research. Research is going to be your friend. Google will literally be your friend your entire college career. So when you're like enrolling for your classes, what I do, and I'm so good, so good at getting the easiest classes with the easiest professors. I recommend Rate My Professor. So every professor that you have available to you that semester, I would go on, look at every single one, and pick the easiest professor you can find with the best rating. Read all the comments that students have left, see what they have to say, especially if you're dealing with like an online class platform or even in person, like just in general, like see what they say about the workload, what they say about the communication skills on behalf of the professor. Like read all of it. It takes time, but it is worth it because it saves you time in the long run. I also recommend, like, I don't know how it works for other universities, but I know at A&M we have this thing called Aggie Scheduler. Did I say that right? I don't know. But anyways, this website basically like lets you put in the course that you're planning to take. It gives you the percentage of your chance of getting an A, B, or C in the class. The professor, like, it gives you all the detail. It breaks it down for you on the side. You can put it into a calendar and like kind of plans it out, like your schedule. It is amazing. does wonders for me. Like, I use it to plan every semester before I enroll. My next tip would be to find classes that fulfill more than one prerequisite. I cannot speak today. But anyways, yes, if you can cover 2 of them with one class, like, that is awesome. Like, if you have to take a science class, take a science class that can fulfill maybe an elective and your science requirement. Like, it just saves you time in the long run too, when you get things done quicker. Okay, and here's a huge thing. Only take classes that you need. Like, you can take kinesiology classes for fun and all that. I just don't recommend it. It becomes a time suck at that point when you can be doing other things to improve yourself for after college. Okay, so a question I get quite often from my peers and just like people I know: how am I graduating a whole year early? Well, here's kind of the big secret, I guess, or what kind of really made it work for me to be able to plan to graduate a whole year early. So my 4th tip is plan. Planning is the biggest thing, especially if you are an incoming freshman to college. I recommend just sitting down once you've already decided on the school, the major, and all that. Kind of plan out each semester of your college career, what classes you're going to take, how many credits you're covering that semester. Plan everything out to detail. I was lucky. My academic advisor kind of did that for us. I just went ahead and revised everything so that I could graduate a whole year early. Like, you do not have to do everything they tell you to do. And if you have the work ethics to be able to graduate early and you're confident enough to do it, like, go through it, change that schedule, make it suitable for your goal. My 5th and final tip is for high school students who are watching this video and are just kind of taking this into account to prepare for college. Take all the college credit you can get in high school. This is what helped me tremendously, because I went into college, I think, with like 12 credits, which isn't too much. Like, I know people who've gone into college with more college credit than I have. But here's the key. Don't take every single opportunity. Just take the ones that you know you're gonna need. Like, there's some college credit classes I took that I really didn't need, and like, it didn't do anything for me. So make sure that you kind of know what you want to do so you can plan to take college credit courses that are actually going to work for your major. Another big thing when it comes to college credit, I know you have AP classes and then you have dual credit. I do not recommend AP unless you know you for sure will pass the AP tests and you are planning to go out of state. But if you're planning to study in state, I totally 100% recommend dual credit courses, because you're basically guaranteed the credit as long as you pass your class. So, and you save money. I think they're cheaper too. Okay, so those are all my tips. However, I did ask you guys for some questions on all my social media platforms, and these are some of the questions y'all asked, so we're gonna go through them. The first question was student loans. So here are my thoughts on student loans. If you need it, get it. Like, I know it's not ideal, nobody wants to be in debt, but sometimes, like, if you just need it to get through college, do it. Just make sure you find a loan that has a very low interest rate. What is the best part of college? Honestly, the best part is becoming more independent and gaining all that freedom that you didn't have before, especially if you're moving out of the house for college, which is what I did. So it was kind of fun getting to like do my own stuff, calling my own shots, and like, you know, just living my life, not having people telling you what to do. And it's pretty fun. It's enjoyable sometimes. Love my parents, but like sometimes it's nice to be away. What is the best thing to study? Honestly, the best thing to study is whatever will get you to your dream job the fastest. Honestly, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm an urban and regional planning major, but that is not my goal. And you guys need to keep in mind that, I mean, what you study in college may not be what you end up doing in your professional career. I understand that, so I'm just trying to get in and out fast and hopefully get to where I want to be at the end. And things are looking pretty good right now, so hopefully it works out. I have been told by many people that, like, I mean, the degree is mostly just to show that you're educated enough to hold a well-paid job, if that makes any sense, or at least get somewhere in life. It's better than not having it, which is why you want it. where do you find scholarships? So I don't know how y'all's high schools may work, but at my high school, our counselors had access to all the scholarships. Like every year the school should get like lists of scholarships for their students to be able to apply to. Another great way to find scholarships is to simply Google them. That's what I did. I know that there's a Coca-Cola scholarship that you can apply to. If you live in Houston, there's a Houston Rodeo. I think McDonald's has a scholarship. Like there's tons. Google has a scholarship too, I believe. Like just look up scholarships that you can apply to. Tons will pop up. What was my biggest challenge going to college? My biggest challenge in college was probably just learning to be an adult. Like you don't have anybody doing anything for you anymore, so like you kind of have to like keep yourself accountable, make sure you're getting up on time to get to class, making sure that you're eating, that you're exercising, you know, just kind of, you have to kind of manage your entire life. Like you don't have somebody like there to wake you up if you're not woken up on time. So just that like accountability, I think that was a little hard at first. Other than that, it's honestly not that scary. It's not that bad. It is definitely not as bad as people make college out to be. Okay, and the final question I got asked was from my architecture teacher, Mr. Gaylord, and he asked, how has COVID-19 changed architecture education for the future and maybe even like studios? So honestly, I don't know. I have yet to have a studio class, so I'm not so sure how that dynamic's gonna change. I know as far as architecture education, pretty much the same. It's kind of hard to do architecture completely online, especially if you're like a landscape or environmental design major. Like you kind of have to be there because it's like more artistic-y, like you actually have to build and draw stuff. But like for my major, it was a really easy transition. Like most of my classes were online from the beginning anyways, because that's how I had my courses scheduled. Like I love online classes, but that's just me, so I don't know. But yeah, those were all my tips for college. Definitely the best way to get you through college quick, fast, and effectively, because nobody wants to waste too much time with college, let's be real. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was super helpful for you, especially if you're a senior in high school about to go into college, and maybe even for some college students. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!